Hey y'all. I keep wanting to say Happy New Year. Welcome and welcome back. Krista here. And it's finally time. It is finally time to talk about my 2025 planning system. And today's December 1st, and we about to get into these planners. So the way this is going to happen, I'm going to do a video and just share with you the planners in my 2025 planning system. And then I'm going to do a second video to tell you about the notebooks that I have in my 2025 system. If you've seen any of my other planner videos, some of this stuff will be very familiar to you because not a whole lot, well, things have changed in my planning system. Not so much in my notebook system, but I figure I would do two parts just to kind of not have this be an incredibly long video like my videos usually are. And then I will follow up after I do those two videos. So planners, part 1, notebooks, part 2. Then I'm going to go into the details of each of the planners and books and show you the setup, finish some of the setups because some of the stuff I'm still trying to track down. Things have been sold out, which I'll tell you about in a second. And yeah, so December will just be all about the planners, all about the notebooks, going inside, showing you what I got going on, how I plan to use everything. And then instead of doing a Techo Kaigi for 2024, just look at my videos from 2024, please. Thank you. So you'll see what I was using in my planner and notebook system. But as I go through the individual planners and the individual planner setup videos that I have planned for the month, I will refer back to the 2024 thing that I was using as well. So I'm going to do my Techo Kaigi sort of interwoven in the future setup videos for each of these planners and notebooks. Hopefully that made sense. I just have a lot of things I want to share. And I could literally do a video every day this month about stationery and my planners and my notebooks and my pens and all the things. But I'm not going to do that because, you know, I have other things that I need to do. But there will be lots of videos coming. I think part 1, which is the planner video, and part 2, which is the notebook video, I'm probably going to release those back to back because we don't need you waiting. If you're anything like me, you have been on the YouTubes looking at all sorts of planner videos all the time, and you're like, where are the new ones? I need another one. So I'm not going to make you wait. So I'm going to record them back to back and then post them back to back, maybe like a couple days in between, but they'll be pretty close together. Okay, so let's get started. Some of these things you've seen or heard me talk about, some of these things you have not seen, and it's okay. I'm going to show you everything. I'm not withholding. I'm just trying to balance this beautiful YouTube community with all the other things going on in my life. And my stomach is growling because it is 1:40 and I have not had any food. I've had 2 London fogs, but I have not eaten. I am going to do that after I finish recording. That's a bad habit of mine. Anyway, 2025 planners! Okay, so I knew that I would just have 2 planners for 2025. You know, a work one and a personal one. And then this year in September, I realized I wanted to have one for home. And that's more like a home project. I'm slowly renovating my house. I'm a first-time homeowner. I've had my house for 3 years and I'm slowly renovating and decorating every inch of it. It's taking a lot of time. But I wanted a place to log all of that and also a place that could be a reference for other things, just things that I need to reference, but I don't need them in my planners. So that's the third thing in my system. So I thought I was done with just those 3 things, and that's manageable. I would love to be able to put my health planner, personal planner with my work planner, because the idea of one system is so appealing. I don't know if I can do that, but I'll be thinking about that in 2025 as I go back and forth between these books. Yeah, but so that's not happening. And then this is great, and I've been using it and I love it, and I can't wait to use it even more in 2025. So this reference planner is, yeah, it has a lot of things in it. Like, I'm really excited about it. So that's what I thought I was going into 2025 with, just these 3 planners. So these will be used daily. This is more like a weekly or whenever I'm working on a house project type of thing, reference, you know. But then I got to thinking about the priorities I have for 2025, and I realized that I was having a struggle, and I probably could have fit it in here, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I wanted to buy a separate, I'm in love with the pocket size, which y'all already know that I've been in love with pocket notebooks all my life, and I used a pocket planner this year, the Moleskine Daily, and I just fell in love with the size. And ring planners, this is my first sort of entry to the planning community, was a ring planner. I hate printing out printables. I just don't love that whole thing. I'm very particular about inserts. They have to be perfect. I mean, whatever. It just stresses me out. But I decided to add a 4th situation to my 2025 lineup, and it is another filofax. It is a pocket size, okay? And I'll tell you about what I'm going to use it for. But I think I don't need any more planners. Like, this seems like a lot. I honestly probably could have taken what I plan to use this for and put it in here, but it was the size. Like, I didn't want to have to like touch this size every single day. I think I love it, but I didn't want to. I wanted something I could throw in my bag. So I'll tell you about that in a second. So I'm going to move everything out of the way, and we're going to just start with one planner at a time. Again, I'm not going to share like a flip through of the planner. I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to use it for, and then subsequent videos this month, I'll go into detail on my setup. This is, isn't it lovely? This is my everyday carry. It is in a Chic Sparrow Mr. Darcy Buttered Rum cover that I believe I got in 2017 or 2016. It was my first Chic Sparrow. I loved it. I was totally inspired by Allie Brown. I still watch her videos to this day. She continues to inspire me with her love of leather notebooks. I'll get into that in a minute. But this has been, I mean, I love this thing. Look at the patina. It's a B6 size. And I just love it. It's patinaed so beautifully. I usually would have 2 Stalogy notebooks in here, so it will be even chunkier. And again, you can see my other videos to see. I'm sure I've put it in frame at least once or twice in my previous videos this year, but it would be chunky. But I actually like it with just 1 notebook as well, and some stuff in the pockets. This is, I'm planning for the new year in 2025 in a B6. Previously, I've used a Hobonichi Weeks as my planner, my everyday carry planner. But one of the things that I was trying to simplify was to have my planner and my notebook in one system. So in 2024, I was using a Hobonichi Weeks. So this year I was using a Hobonichi Weeks, and then I would just have a regular notebook for work notes, like all my client meetings, just work notes, planning, anything work related for my art business and my public health consulting business, right? And then when I saw that Sterling Ink had this, I'll show you the planner now, 2025, let's bring you in, 2025 B6 Vertical Full Year Common Planner, I said, okay, great. And the reason why I like it, I'm just going to take it out of the cover, is because, and I've already gotten into this book, and I'll show it to you in the flip through video when that time comes. But what I loved about this planner is that this part right here, this is the planner. This is just it. That's the planner part. That's the monthly pages and the weekly pages and all of the goals pages, etc. But then this is the notebook. Like, it has a lot of notebook pages, and they're thin Tomoe River paper, and they're numbered, and she has 365 notes pages in here. So you can have dailies. Now, I'm not using them as dailies. I'm just using this as my notebook. And I'm putting my notes in here. I'll show you some of my notes, right? So I am committed to the B6 size. I think this will be the planner that I'll use for work going forward until my work changes. I think this works for the type of work that I do, running my art studio, keeping track of social media, and also running my public health company, keeping track of the times that I work. That's one of the reasons why I got the vertical, is because I do different things in my life. I want to be able to time block. Let's see, time block. Well, how much time am I spending each day on my public health practice? How much time am I spending each day in the studio, working on admin, and seeing it side by side. So at the end of the week, I can say, okay, I'm keeping my commitment. And my commitment currently is I only do public health work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if not, sorry, the focus, and if not on those specific days, I don't want to ever go over 20 hours a week doing public health work. Ideally, I want to get it down to 10. 15 is okay, but I'm currently at 20 for whatever reason. It's mainly because I am, sometimes contracts are contracted, meaning it's a short period that I need to work and I have to get a lot done in that short period. And then I'll go months without doing any public health work. So on average, I want to be spending 15 hours a week. And ultimately, if I can get it down to 10, that would be great. But having the vertical weekly, which I've never used a vertical weekly before, having it will just help me time block. And it's also something else I've talked about with my therapist. Like, I want to see how I'm spending my days, because I have so much time freedom and flexibility as a person who has been working for herself since 2017. I quit my day job in 2016 September, and then I started consulting and working for myself. Actually, I would just say Q4 2016, because I was selling art as well during that time. So, and I have a lot of time freedom, but I want to manage it well so that I'm hitting all of my goals for myself. So this is the planner that I will be using. I got into this planner in November because I had one of my longstanding clients initiated a new contract with me on November 8th, and I just wanted to keep all of that information in one book. So what I did was I made, and I'll show you this in the flip through, I just made a calendar for November and just started using this. Started using the notes page. I did my setup. I have my social media set up, and I still have to do some planning, as you can see in the books. But this is my everyday carry. This is what I will be using in the new year for 2025. My stomach is growling, y'all. I knew I should have eaten before this video. So yeah, this is my everyday carry. Oh no, I got tea on my linen. I can't wait to go back to my beautiful desk in my office. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting situation. I have some new lights coming today so that I can like set that space up to just use my desk. But anyway, this is just a linen tablecloth. We're gonna ignore that, even though it's probably gonna drive me nuts. Let's put something there because I am a little, oh, I know we can put there. Boop. Little promo. So that's my everyday carry. I love it. And I do not, oh, I should tell you this. So this cover, I love it. I love it. I've had it for a long time, but I wanted to go into the new year with a new cover. So I have an Eternal Leather Goods folio coming soon. It's been ordered. I had to do a little bit of customization because the Sterling Ink Common Planner Full Year is slightly thicker than a regular B6 which is what the Eternal Leather Goods cover folio is for. So I spoke to Colin. He's going to add a little bit more to the width of the B6 folio to accommodate this spine so that when I close it, everything is flush really well. Again, inspired by Ali Brown. Like, I watched a bunch of her videos about customizing Eternal Leather Goods cover. I love Eternal Leather Goods. I have a pocket size traveler's notebook. I love it, love it, love it. But I wanted to go into the new year with a new cover. And since I'm committed to being in this size, like once I commit to something, like the Hobonichi Weeks, I love it. And if I can make it work with the, I can't make it work with the notebook in the back, even if I got a mega. I don't like the mega, I like the regular, so it's not enough notes pages. But now that I'm committed to this and I'm used to writing in the B6 size, I'm used to planning in the B6 size, like Stology notebooks I would use to plan my businesses, etc. I decided to invest in an Eternal Leather Goods cover, and I will have it forever. Same way that I have this forever. And then my Mr. Darcy will be repurposed, and I'll tell you about that in my notebooks video. I'm so excited about what I'm going to use it for. I still get to use it and love it and add more patina to it. I use my things. Stuff don't be sitting on the shelf with me, okay? So I'll have a new cover for this, and then I'll use Mr. Darcy for something even more important to me in 2025. Okay, so that's the everyday carry. Now we're going to get into my personal, but it's really a health and wellness planner, but it's basically everything that concerns me and my body and my mind and my spirit, right? And I have it in this beautiful Eurolico flat tool case in iron ore color. I love it. I also have the pencil case to match because I like it like that. My bestie also loves this so much. She wants this exact same thing, so I'm gifting this set to her, plus another Eurolico case for her birthday. So I'm gonna order that soon for her. And she also has been influenced. I ordered her a Sterling Ink Common Planner Full Year Vertical as well for her. I got her a plastic cover. I don't want the plastic cover on mine. I love the way this feels. I'm very tactile. I don't want a plastic cover. But I got her the plastic cover because she won't have like a leather cover to protect it. And yeah, so I'm so excited. But anyway, back to my health and wellness planner. I keep it in here. This is what it is. And I just told you all that crap about not liking plastic covers, and here I have one on my Hobonichi Weeks. I'm probably going to take this cover off, but I have used the Hobonichi Weeks with a cover and it didn't bother me. I didn't want to do that with this because this just feels so good. And yeah, so whatever. So there you go. So I guess I don't hate leather covers. I just didn't want one on my Sterling Ink. It's fine. And I'm not precious with my stuff, so I don't really care if it gets messed up. So again, I could probably take this out because it's just going to be living in here. It just so happens that this flat tool case fits the Hobonichi Weeks. It is what it is, so whatever. I don't need the leather cover. But anyway, this is my health and wellness planner and personal planner, and then I will go into detail about all this setup. But the reason why I have this is because my health and wellness is a priority, and I want to keep track of it. I want to make sure that I'm doing all the things in 2025 to be the healthiest that I can. And I started a health planner this year in my hobonichi weeks, like from May through December. But I want to do an even better job with 2025 and really leveraging my watch, my health app, and tracking things that I think are important in here. And then also tracking my cycle completely and like linking my work to it. So I got the Yumi Kirigishi cover, and it's so pretty. I just put the little thing back here. And yeah, I started setting it up. You see I have my little stickies to remind me of setups. I've added some things in here, some washi, some additional things, and I'll tell you all about it. But the plan is just to use this for health and wellness and personal things like, when was the last time I got my hair cut? When was the last time I got my hair done? Did I do my manicure for the week? Am I doing my skincare the way that I want? Changes in my skin, because I'm noticing changes in my skin, and like testing out new skincare products and things like that. So, and then all of my exercise, like all of my steps and all that stuff will go in here. I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited about all the accessories and additional things that I have going on here. So I will walk you through this when it's time to do the walkthrough. And then this is my cute little artsy pins crown. I put it on everything. My jackets, my hats. It's so cute. So that's planner number 2. Hobonichi. Hobonichi is like the perfect planner. And then planner number 3. Oh my God, this feels so good. Oh, I love it. I'll bring you in. Just casting these shadows with the boxes. This is a filofax, the original patent personal size. It's actually the perfect size planner. Personal size is a great size. Pocket is also great, but personal size, if I was only in rings, it would be the personal size for sure. And it's similar to the B6. Like, you know, it's similar. It's just a little taller and a little narrower, but as big as my hand, which I think is just the perfect size for me in my life. Like A5, I could never. I had my very first planner was an A5 Kiki K lilac leather gold trim A5 planner. I loved it. It was so beautiful. It was so big. I couldn't figure out how to use it. And I wasn't familiar enough with planner sizes to think that, oh, I should get a personal size. Anyway, this is my home management system. Everything concerning my home is in here. All of my projects. Sorry, the glare. All of my projects. I wonder why it won't focus. Let me take that out. Okay. Projects, cleaning, all the things. All of my like little home projects. Garden, I mean, all the things I want to do in each of my rooms, all the things are in here. And I love it. And I love that I bought this cover, because right now, this is the purpose that I'm using it for home maintenance and reference. But I have the cover just in case if I wanted to do something else with it. I mean, it's just a gorgeous cover. It feels wonderful. I'm very tactile, so having things that feel good in my hand will make me want to pick it up more. And this is just, it's just beautiful. So this is from home management projects. I have lots of projects always in this house. I'm currently in my sunroom. The room needs to be painted. I need to buy a new rug, 2 new rugs. I need to declutter. Like, it's just always something in the house, and it's just me, and I'm doing it in between my work. So things are a little bit slower. I'm not complaining. I'm grateful. I love my house, but you know, I got to keep up with stuff. And There are times or seasons when I can work on my house diligently for a couple months. And then there are times like now where I have to focus on my public health work because we have to get through December with some deliverables. I can't work on my house, but I know all the plans are laid out here. So whenever I get time, I just come back to this binder. I look at, you know, I'll just show you one thing. Like, this is the list that I think is the best. I'll just come back to this pullout and I'll just say, okay, what little thing can I work on and just make progress? Like, I've thought about every single room and everything that still needs to be done. And I can just come back in here anytime and then pick up and do a project. So I love this. That's the third thing in my system. And now we're gonna get to the final thing in my system. This is the cutie patootie. Okay, I got this. I was just in New York City giving my only daughter, who is 30 years old, and her partner a baby shower because they're expecting their first baby. I'm gonna be a Gigi. Yay, 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 yay. So excited. And I'm making all the things. I just got a bunch of yarn in. I'm about to start on my grandbaby's blanket. But while I was in New York, and it was so busy with family and stuff, I did watch a couple planner videos. And then I remembered back when I started my planner journey, I remember seeing this planner and wanting it so badly. But then I saw the Kiki K and it was so pretty. It was lilac, and it was like, even though lilac is not my color, it was just like Kiki K had the best marketing videos of like how you can use all their stuff. And it was a birthday gift that someone bought for me. So I was like, oh, get me all of that pretty stuff, all the notes and stickers and Post-its. But I remember at that time also falling in love with this patent nude. But I could not justify the price. I was like, I hadn't started doing my money healing work yet. So I didn't have a good relationship with money. So I would hold on to it. I was a single parent and I just felt like I could not spend money on things like this. I've done a lot of work since 2017 on increasing my financial literacy, increasing my wealth, increasing my abundance mindset. So now I'm like going back and indulging young Krista and buying things that I've always loved and wanted to have in my collection and use. So that was this I think I bought this back in September. And then also at the same time period, there were two filofaxes that I was in love with. One was the patent nude, and the other is, oh my gosh, so gorgeous. The Malden in ochre. This is a pocket size. This is a, look how cute they look together. Oh my gosh. Yummy, 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 yummy. Anyway, this is the personal size. This is the pocket size. And I'm going to love these covers forever and ever. Like, I just buy the things you love and you don't have to worry about, you just don't have to worry about whether or not it was a bad deal, right? And because I've wanted both of these covers since at least 2016, maybe even 2015. I mean, way back when. It was Seaweed Kisses, Michelle. I've been following her for years. I saw this there. And I may have saw this there too. But I've wanted this for so long. So when I was in New York, I was like, all right, I'm going to get this pocket. But before I bought it, I thought about what I needed it for. Because I didn't just want to buy something and not have it. So I'm going to use this for two things. One, I know based on being in relationship with myself and being sort of really in tune with my needs and my feelings and my moods, that when I get overwhelmed with planning, I always need to have a pocket notebook. It can be from the dollar store. It can be a Moleskine. I need to like walk away from all of the work and just use a simple notebook to just jot down a simple list. That's when I have to go back to like, what do I need to do right now? And I only need one piece of paper. So I have a pocket notebook for that purpose. But then I also thought, oh, it would be really cute to use these little, to also use this for that kind of on-the-go companion planning planning on the go or in this small size because I'm overwhelmed with doing anything and anything else. And sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I need to be in a pocket size for a couple weeks just to kind of recalibrate myself. And then I'll just go back and put anything that's in the pocket notebook back into the main planner. And that's just how I take care of myself. It is what it is. Like, that's what happens. And so I'm going to use it for that. But the main reason I'm going to use this is because I noticed that in my financial planning, which if you've seen any of my financial videos, I showed you my spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet that I got on Etsy from this great seller. And it's my budget, my monthly budget. I use that, but in the past couple months, I've been avoiding it. I still go back and I fill it in. And what I was doing instead was jotting down all my transactions on a piece of paper just so I can keep track. But I noticed that I have to have an analog thing to keep me connected to my goals and to keep me connected to my commitments. Even if I use a digital thing, I have to have an analog companion. Like I prefer analog over digital any day. That's just how I'm wired. But writing things down just helps me embody my relationship to the goal. And my money is very important to me. In fact, I started this channel thinking that it was going to be all about my journey towards financial independence. But I also love stationery so much, like more than anything. So a lot of the videos have been about that and about me collecting and fountain pen collecting and all that stuff. And I try to weave money talks into those conversations. And that feels natural to me to do so. But I wanted to start this analog companion to my finances. So this will be all about my budget and financing. Now, I'm still thinking about how best to do it. I don't think I'm going to be using these pages to track my individual expenses. I think I'm just going to put a little pocket notebook here and just use that as like a scratch pad to track my expenses. I'm still going to track all of my expenses in my tracker because I want to have complete data. But for the areas where I'm struggling the most to keep my spending in my budget, I'm going to be tracking that here. And then I'll be using the pages to keep track of like paydays and wish lists and waiting on and just anything that involves how I spend my money, how it comes in, how I spend it, and decisions that I make based on that information. That's going to be key, like a decision space to buy, you know, that kind of thing. And then this will always live in my pocketbook because it's small and cute. I don't want to use it as a wallet because I will forget that I have cards and stuff in here. But this is all about finances. So I'm going to even put like all of my financial goals in here just so that I can touch it every day because I don't necessarily pull up my spreadsheet every day. I may pull it up every week. And then the past couple months, it's been like every month. I do scan my bank accounts, my, Amex bills so I can pay it a couple times a week. But I just want to get better with staying in connection with my finances in 2025. 2025 is going to be a big year for me towards my goals. Like I'm going to be done paying off my student loans, which means all of my extra money that I've been pouring into student loans, I can now accelerate my investments. And I want to be able to keep track of that in this. So that concludes my 2025 planner lineup. So you can see, I'll just take this out of here so you can see everything clearly. And we have my Everyday Carry, which is a Sterling Ink Common Planner full year vertical. We have my Health and Wellness Planner, which is a Hobonichi Weeks, Standard Weeks. We have my Home Management System, which is a filofax personal pattern nude. And then we have my finances in the Malden Ochre pocket size. So that is my 2025 planner system. And I think this is manageable. I know it is. This is daily use, weekly use, daily use. And I think it'll be just fine. Okay? I would love to hear about what you're using for 2025 in your planner system. Leave it down in the comments below. And of course, if you have any questions about any of these, leave it in the comments. I love talking to you in the comments. I can share things in the comments with you. If you have any ideas for me, things that you like, oh, Krista, you should check out such and such since you're using filofax. I'm all ears. And yeah, I can't wait to do deep dives into each of these with you in the next set of videos. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much. And I'll catch you in the next video, okay? Be well. Bye.